Hello everybody, Henry's Trains here and welcome back to another video. Today is a very exciting one. As you can see here, we have a huge box and obviously we're not on a station platform today. This is going to be my first model railway unboxing video and I'm super excited for this one because I've wanted this for a long time. I haven't been able to get it, but here we are. So as you can see, the box isn't very descriptive. We have his Hornby train pack. And there's not much else, so let's lift the lid and find out what it is. So you've just got this lid here. And I bought this off eBay, by the way, and it came extremely well packaged. So yeah, wow, as you can see, there's a little glimpse. You might already know what it is, you might not. Let's open it up first. See, there's a plastic sleeve, you might not be able to see, there's a plastic sleeve here. So what we're going to lift this. And open this, and out this thing comes. Wow! Right, so that's the box, just there. Whoa, sick! This is really cool. Right, so as you can see, we've got a few bits of paper under here. Let's just have a look at these first. So this is just what the guy I bought it from on eBay, so that's all right. This one. We have locomotive operation and maintenance manual. So obviously ring field motor. For this, if you can't tell by the top of this is a class 90, which might give you another clue to what it is inside. Stuff about the pantograph, and the wheels, lubrication, and body removal, which is very handy indeed. And this. Okay, it's just about running the train. Fairly simple. Cool, so that's that done. Let's get onto the unboxing. Wow, I'm super excited for this. I'm going to take out the loco. As you can see, we've got 3 coaches and we've got a loco here. And they're in some lovely wrapping. As with all the Hornby sets, there is holes on the back under here. Just have to find them. There we go. And then you can pull it out. There we go. Whoa, lovely. Right, I'm just going to put this box to one side for a moment. Okay, here we are. Now let's undo this wrapping and see what it is. Whoa. Wow. That is beautiful. That is lovely. So we'll just take this wrapping away. And the pantograph has actually come off a bit, which is interesting. Wait, there we go. There you go. See, like, just got a little... Can we focus that? There we go, it's just a little clip there. Right, so if you can't tell already, this is a lovely Hornby Class 90. And as you can see on the side, this is 019 in the first ScotRail livery, which was what, back in the day, probably about 10 years ago now, was doing the Caledonian Sleeper services. So, obviously you've got the lovely dark blue with the pink and white stripes. So yeah, this is very nice rendition of the Class 90. As you can see there, it looks like it lights up, but I don't think it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does not light up. Not much detail in the cab. This is a very like simple loco, but obviously I'm pretty sure these train packs were quite cheap when Hornby were producing these, so they were kind of meant for what you got, rather the train, rather than the actual loco. If you wanted a Class 90, just any Class 90, there's probably better options out there, but in this wonderful livery, this is, this is all there is, and it's lovely. It's really nice. We've still got some decent detail, if you can see there, on the underside of the body, on the bogies. These fans are quite basic, but they're alright, not too bad. And the detail up here is alright, actually. And if you look, there's just a little switch there, and you can actually switch this train from power from the wheels, or you can have power from the pantograph. So this can work, which is amazing if you have a actual working catenary system. Obviously I will not be using that, I'll be using the wheels for power. But yeah, wow, this is lovely. This is amazing. Right, so I'm going to just put this to the side and we will get the box again. And you can probably guess now what these are going to be. I'll just take out maybe 1 or 2 of them. Let's just go with the top one. Oh well, it's actually this way, isn't it? we go, I'll take out this one. Right, there we go, take the box away. Wow, so here we are, let's unwrap these. Right, so here we are, I'll just move the camera a little bit there. Right, so as you can see, these are some lovely Caledonian Sleeper coaches. Wow, these are really nice, aren't they? So yeah, obviously, if I bring the loco in, they have the exact same lovely dark blue livery with the pink and white stripes. Classic of Caledonian Sleeper. So this is back in the days of Virgin trains, if you remember that. If we just focus, there we are. This has some quite nifty detail on the sides. You know, on the end of these coaches, they're pretty nice. And they're not super standard. They're decent, and they look pretty cool as well. You know, you got the rivets up there, the rivets on the door connectors. These doors are really nice. The colours are printed out really well. What does that say there? It says, oh yeah, sleeper car. Can't read that says sleeper car. And yeah, these are lovely coaches. As you can see, we've got this is kind of interesting how Caledonian Sleeper do it. So we've got 5 windows on this side, and we've got lots and lots of windows here. So I think, I'm not actually sure, it's one of these sides is the sleeper cars, because basically what you have when you walk in, there's a corridor, and obviously on the either left or the right side, I can't remember which one it is, there's the sleeper cabins. So yeah, let's take a look. So they're all the same. I believe they have different running numbers. I think they do. Let's just check. So this one is number 10693. Let's have a look at this one. So this is 10648. Yes, they're different. Check this one. And that's 10683. Yeah, so they are all different, which is very nice actually. Obviously you can't tell when they're running, but it's just nice for them to be all different, not an exact replica. So there we are, that's the 3 coaches and the loco, all in this one train pack, which is very nice actually. I'll talk about the price later on. I'm just referenced, I did buy this off eBay, because of course these were produced quite a long time ago, you can't buy them now. But yeah, I bought them for a very good price, I think. Obviously, yeah, these are very hard to find. This was the only pack that I could find on eBay. So yeah, right, let's get it down to the track and see it running. Right, I've just had another look just before we get under the track. If you just see on this side, you can see the windows have a bit of like tint on them, a bit of covering, which I think, if you can look on these windows on this side, they don't. It is just the window there. So I'm pretty sure this side here with more windows is where they have the cabins, so they have them stacked up. So there's obviously quite a lot of cabins, so you can see quite a lot of people in there. Obviously they were very long trains in real life. I think this is a 16 car rake. Obviously it'd be quite nice to get some more, but 3 coaches is quite a lot. So yeah, let's get on to track. Right, here we are then. This is the Hornby Caledonian Sleeper down onto the track. And as you can see, it's looking very lovely, and we're about to give it its first ever test run. Well, obviously my first ever test run. It has been run before, obviously it's second hand. It came in very good condition though, so you know, should be good. We are expecting good things of this model. Right, so obviously we are running this on DC power, not DCC, and let's see how it goes. Is it gonna go? Shall we just give it a little nudge? Oh, I can hear something. So I can hear something. Oh, there we go. With the camera, and it stopped. It is on power. There we go. Right, let's try this. Right, so I've brought it around to this part of the track, which is, as you can see, the power connector is just there. So hopefully we should see better results. So we go, power on. Oh, so it moves. So it's moving slowly. in little bursts. There we go, it's gaining speed, and it stopped. Still going again. There we go. Right, I think basically, obviously this model is really old. There we go. Come on, nudge. I think what it's going to need is a rather long run-in. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, it is working. And as we come around, it's getting quicker. There we go. What I'm going to do is give this a fairly long run-in, and I'll come back to you and put the coaches on it. Right then, we are back, and the Class 90 has had a very, well, a pretty decent running in. I can confirm it does run much better than what we had before. And we've got the coaches now all lined up on the platform. Everybody's boarded the train, and we're now going to couple them up. Good, couple it up to the train to get it going. There we go. This is a bit of a push, and it is not great at slow speeds, as you can probably see. Obviously this is about 20 years old, but it's fine. Yeah, now let's get the signal green. There we go, and let's get this running. Here it is running very nicely indeed. It looks very, very good. And as you can see just here, the second loco we're going to have on today in our running session is going to be the Hornby Class 106 in Regional Railways livery. So let's get that going as well. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the Caledonian Sleeper train pack from Hornby? I'm using a microphone here, so hopefully you can hear me a bit better. So this is a really, really nice pack. I'm really actually glad I bought this train. My lighting is not the best here, but it does really stand out on your layout. It's a really nice train. The colours, the first scroll livery is really, really nicely presented. It's very, it's really good looking. And if you're buying a set, you are really buying it for the Caledonian Sleeper. You're not specifically buying it for just a class 90 and a pair of Mark 3s. You're buying it because you want the sleeper, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I got, which is good, and it's nice in that perspective. So going on to the scorings now, the rankings, the ratings. Sorry. So for detail, I've gone with 7 out of 10. So obviously, as you saw in the unboxing, it's not the best in terms of detail. It's not amazing. But again, it's actually not too bad. Once you have a closer inspection, you get a closer look. It's all right. They've not completely. It's not a really, really bad model. It's good. They've put some effort into it, and you can see that when you look up close on the class 90 in particular, and the coach as well. On the end of the coach, they are good. It's not terrible. So that got a 7 out of 10. For the running performance, I give it a 6 out of 10, and you can probably, you could probably see that right from the start. When I ran it on the test run, you could see it was probably around 6 out of 10. Obviously, I did give it a full run around there, about half an hour in each way, and that definitely improved it. Obviously, this is a very, very old model, about 20 years old now, so it probably had been stored for ages and not run, so it definitely did need a run again. But after that, it was pretty good, but again, not amazing. It's you really don't want this to be going at slow speeds on your layout. It won't perform in that perspective. So yeah, that got a 6 out of 10. So packaging, I gave an 8 out of 10. Fairly simple. It's standard Hornby packaging for a train pack, and I thought it did the job definitely. Again, also, I mean, if this model was of higher quality and higher detail, maybe it would need some more packaging. But it was pretty well wrapped, and it was fine. It did the job. So it's an 8 out of 10. The extra features. So this is about extra coaches you can buy, extension packs, and on the train like lighting and interiors. So this got a 5 out of 10. This is I think that's fairly reasonable. I think you can buy a coach pack. However, that is very, very rare now. Obviously, 20 years on from when this was first released, it's not that easy to get extra coaches for this. I would really like to get some, but it's not that easy. And the lights, again, it doesn't have lights, which is not amazing, but it's not too bad. If you take the Hornby Eurostar set, which I would like to do a review of, hasn't got lights, it's still a really nice train. It's still a really good train. It has a little bit of interior detail in the coaches. There's a little wall representing the split between the corridor and the cabins, if you just look inside, but apart from that, there's really not much. There's a bit of a cab, but again, not much in there. And there is a working pantograph, which is kind of what makes that a 5. Right, and then on to the price. So I gave this a 9 out of 10. This is a very, very cheap model. I don't know if I said earlier, I believe this was selling for around £100 when it came out in 2006. And obviously I got mine on eBay, second hand, but in very good condition, for 125. So I think that's pretty good. You take as I said earlier, the Eurostar train back, very similar to this. One loco, 3 coaches pretty much. And that was selling for about £100 when that came out, not too long ago. So the price is really, really good, and obviously it is representative of what you get. Obviously, it's not the best quality in terms of model, but it's really nice, and it's definitely good for people on slightly lower budgets who want a good rake, a loco with a good rake, and that's what you get. So yeah, very good price, and overall it's got a 7 out of 10. So I would say this is very good. It's a very good model. Definitely pleased with buying it. If you can, definitely recommend you pick this one up. Definitely check with the buyer before you get it, the quality of the loco and how good it is at running, because obviously these are 20 years old. Lots of them probably been stored for ages and not run, so they'll definitely need a very, very good running, which is what I'm giving mine now, as you can see. But yeah, overall this is a really good pack and really nice to have on the layout. Looks really good as well. The class 90, detail's not great. The running performance isn't amazing, but it looks really good, and you definitely get what you pay for. So value for money in that respective is really high. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would definitely recommend buying the set if you can. Obviously, it's really hard to pick up now. But yeah, that's all from me. So this has been a really nice review. This is my first model review, so let me know what you thought of it and how I did, any improvements I can make, and let me know any models I should review in the future, because hopefully I'll be putting out more of these later on. Alright, so if you've watched up until now, all the way through, thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to subscribe to my channel for similar videos, then go ahead. And there's more train spotting videos if you're interested in train spotting. I've got lots of videos about that up already. So yeah, until the next one, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.